Welcome to the Conversation in Cold Ones podcast. I'm your host, Damien, and my co-host, Jared.
Yo, what's up?
A little bit of different layout for you guys. We're using Discord this week. See how it looks. So let us know which way you prefer. Do you prefer the old way of Google Hangouts or this? I know there's a lot more black up top. It's like you'll be watching like widescreen, technically, like movie term wise. There's black bars on top and bottom. Who cares? Well, let us know what you think. Anyways, Jared, why don't you go ahead and take us into the brewskis of the week?
Well, personally, I'm rocking a Smirnoff Ice, red, white, and berry. And just pick these bad boys up. I'm pretty sure they're a limited edition, like summertime only, or around that time, because last year I got a bunch of them. They went out of stock towards the end of the summer, but I had a bunch left over. Lasted me till actually pretty late, like November, I think. Yeah, they're pretty good. So I got one of those. What do you got?
Real quick, is that a can one?
Yeah, I just opened it.
What flavor is it?
Red, white, and berry.
All right. I have
blue raspberry, cherry, and citrus. Limited edition.
I have the strawberry lemonade. Mike's Hard.
Oh, you actually have a Mike's Hard.
Yeah. I just ate nachos, so I'm not going to be drinking a lot of it because it's going to go straight out my ass. And it's going to upset my stomach. So
you need to grow some balls.
I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be talking about the Assassin's Creed trailer that just dropped. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. And then after that, we'll have a reactions. So
they are heartless. Godless barbarians. They murder and kill blindly. They scar the lands of England. Lands they will never defend, never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
Somebody tell me. Answer if you can. Oh, somebody tell me.
Shield!
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday 2020.
Let's go ahead and get into it, Jared. Our reactions on the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer. Obviously, it is Viking themed. We've known about that for a year. It's funny, every single time a Ubisoft game is about to come out, like a year before, at least for Assassin's Creed, the game gets leaked. This game was leaked a year ago.
I feel like that's partially intentional.
Probably to build the hype.
I think they leak like a really vague thing that's like, oh, this is definitely gonna be true, but we don't know to what extent. And I think that's okay because I mean I've been excited about it since I heard about it.
I think it was Origins right before E3. They were about to show something, and then a keychain leaked of like I think it was a pyramid or something like that. Maybe it was Odyssey. I think it was Odyssey. A keychain was leaked showing the name of the game. Right before E3, the biggest announcement. Yeah, it was funny as fuck. Anyways, last year, I think the working title they were going for was Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. But we're going for...
I like the name Valhalla better.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, Jared, even though it's a cinematic trailer, what'd you think?
Well, first I'm going to ask, excuse me, are we going to play it for them to see before we talk about it, after we talk about it? Are we going to watch it together, or what?
So, like, they've already seen it as we're talking.
Okay, that's what I thought. My reactions. I mean, I was muted when I watched it because I mean I didn't want to bother you with my reaction, so I muted myself and watched it. But if you'd have heard me, the whole time I was just like giggling like a little schoolgirl, like, oh yeah, let's do this. I was just so excited, like the whole time I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. And at the very end, when he's about to like get his fucking when the knight comes in and the Viking guy's fighting him, I'm like, oh, dude, what's gonna happen here? It's not like he's gonna die. He looks like the main character. All of a sudden, he just has the fucking hidden blade. The hidden blade. That was badass. I mean, like fighting with the axes the whole time. I hope I get to have those because fighting as a Viking with the axes, amazing. But being able to pull the hidden blade just in case, fucking amazing. And I want to know what they're gonna do with the Odin thing. Because you see the dude in the back, he's got like the gray beard, and he's like, Odin is with us. But it's like, is he actually? Are you seeing things because it's battle? Like, is there going to be actual gods and stuff, like, or demigods in it, like there was in Odyssey? So I'm curious to see if they went like the Greek god, and now they're going to the Nordic, right? Nordic? Is that?
Norse mythology, yeah.
Norse. I'm sorry, Norse, not Nordic. Close enough. I want to see if they're going to do that again because I mean, I personally love a lot of the Norse mythology stuff. There's like, obviously, I play a lot of D&D, and in D&D they've got different gods of different realms. Well, some of the gods are like the Norse realm gods, and I have those tied in stuff in D&D. So I like that kind of stuff. I hope they do this with this game because it's going to be one more thing that I can connect outside of like the Assassin's Creed universe, which I like doing with games. But the whole thing, I mean, it looked beautiful, but I know it's a cinematic trailer, so I know that it obviously is going to look a lot better than the game itself. So until we see gameplay, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I hope, being that we're in 2020, that's going to look somewhat similar. Obviously not as good because we know Ubisoft, in the past, they've always made their trailers look 100 times better than their game.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping, since we're, more technologically advanced, that they kind of keep the game looking as pretty as that trailer looked. The last thing I'm going to say about it is I could be wrong, but the king looked really familiar, and I thought he was from King. Okay, he is.
Yeah.
All right, I couldn't tell if there was something like that or if it was like he was in one of the other games, like an old cinematic. So I was like, wait a minute. Is this anyway? That's the only thing I was going to say is I couldn't tell if I knew him or not. So I'm glad you clarified that. But yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
Obviously the Assassin's Creed trailers have always been good.
Oh, for sure.
My favorite still being the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood cinematic that they released, where it's like this gigantic crowd, and at that
that's
time,
the guy. That's what it is. That's who I thought the king looked like. The guy in the enemy guy. That's okay. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, it's fine. And obviously that's the first time they were doing like this whole like build your kind of assassin arsenal. You had multiple people you could go do contracts for or whatever, kind of like a mini game in the game. So in that cinematic, they show you with all your other assassins, and you jump up and kill it. It's a fucking great cinematic. I'll link it if I remember. But
Tabasco does something on it too.
Yeah, man, it looks really interesting. They obviously I've read some of the dev stuff, so they are going to go into the Norse mythology.
Oh, okay,
And they didn't say anything after that because it's supposedly going to be spoiler.
I mean, well, technically, the same thing with Odyssey, if you think about it.
Yeah. We'll see if they go as extreme. They seem to be going for a more grounded take in this game.
Yeah, hopefully.
And from what I saw, I mean, it's great that they showed significance of the hidden blade again. Since, I don't know, Syndicate, I feel like they've been trying to make the hidden blade like not as big of a deal as it is. Like,
yeah,
like in the Ezio trilogy, like the hidden blade's his thing. Like that was the coolest fucking thing he had, killing people, stealth killing them and shit like that. And Odyssey, Origins, and even Syndicate, it just felt like an afterthought.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was just not satisfying for me. So,
well, didn't it all start in Black Flag when he I can't remember his character's name because it's been forever, but he picks Edward. Yeah, he picks up the hidden blades and just tosses them. And after that, weren't they like a lot less big? Or am I thinking?
So I think he grabbed them and used them in Black Flag, but I know Syndicate was one of the ones where they heavily stopped. Like they wanted you to use other weapons, and I get that.
Yeah.
But like when I play Assassin's Creed, like the whole Ezio trilogy, if I could use the hidden blade, I was using the hidden blade.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm glad.
Well, it's like Unity is the same thing, kind of, because they move towards using swords and stuff. But I would still try to use hidden blade. I think they were in it, unless I'm misremembering.
Well, and what annoyed me is I think it was since Unity, you haven't been able to select the hidden blade as a weapon, so you can't use it in combat. It's only used for stealth.
That's right.
That shit in combat.
Yeah.
So in the trailer, they actually show it killing a big enemy. So hopefully that turns into like a mechanic in the game where you have to use your hidden blade to get like these small shots on those bigger heavy targets, and that's how you kill them. I don't know. Other than that, it looked phenomenal. I love the Viking era, and I want to play this game.
Yeah,
but it's not Assassin's Creed.
What do you mean?
It's like since Origins, I like the RPG elements. But what I loved about Assassin's Creed was, like, I guess Italy and, like, Assassin's Creed 3 were just the perfect landscapes for the parkour and shit like that. But when I heard about Assassin's Creed, what drew me to it was the parkour, right? And I think Unity was also really good for parkour as well. And then the stealth aspect of it. Like, you were an assassin, man. Like, I could climb the tallest building and jump on somebody and they were dead instantly and I could run away. I love those games for that reason. Like, it was... Yeah. Like, especially Assassin's Creed 2, it was all, like, you were a stealthy assassin. And then Syndicate really flipped the gauge because they went from more like a fighting kind of thing where, you know, you're using your fists a lot and you're more of like a badass. And Origins was better with stealth. They incorporated more. Odyssey, man, it was just, I mean, I know you were Spartan, but... I just feel like they're not pushing stealth and parkour in these games anymore like they should. And the worlds that they are building are not promoting the number one aspect of the game. And that was a problem with Black Flag. I mean, you were out in the ocean constantly, but at least the islands that you would go to had a ton of parkour elements. Mm-hmm. And I feel like since Origins, like the games have become... less more about being an assassin and more about being a badass in an open world. And hopefully this Viking game, like, they have more stealth elements and, like, I just miss the hood, man. Just,
yeah.
Like, I wish they would just, like, Ubisoft should say, okay, what we're doing now, this is going to be its own franchise. Like, we'll call it something else. Just don't call it Assassin's Creed. And then just all they have to do is just go make more games with Ezio. It could be in between Brotherhood and Revelations, in between 2 and Brotherhood. I don't care. But like that was Italy's the perfect setting for this. Rome was a perfect setting around that area, around that time. It was like those were the perfect Assassin's Creed games. And now I feel like it's more of an open world, this big ballsy, you're this badass, fighting thing, and like I just miss the stealth mechanics of those games. But I'm gonna still play it. I'm still gonna buy it. It said the release date is holiday 2020. I'm guessing that. So, if I had to take a guess, I'm guessing that this game will come out in October, like all the other Assassin's Creeds. The consoles will launch in November, and then you'll have that next gen version of it, obviously, the day those games launch.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. So, with Cyberpunk, if you buy the Xbox One version, you get the Xbox Series X version for free. I wonder if Ubisoft's going to do the same thing. I know EA's not, but I wonder if Ubisoft is going to say, hey, if you bought it on Xbox One, it's yours. You should be able to play it, and the upgraded version on the Series X. That'd be interesting to see. But I got some details to talk about. So, once again, you'll be able to choose between a male and female character. And I don't think this time it's going to be as much of an emphasis as Odyssey. You'll have dialogue options again. You'll be able to customize your character more, so you'll be able to change like their hair, tattoos, beard, or if you're a woman, whatever, awesome. War paint. So you obviously will be able to change your gear and build. They said they wanted to have you be able to build characters. So maybe getting this gear piece gives you this certain thing, giving you more damage and shit. They wanted to emphasize that more.
See, that's one thing that I think is going to be really good about this game, because when I played Odyssey, admittedly, I never finished it. It was such a big game. I fell out of it, which I hate because I actually liked it. But the customability in that game was fucking phenomenal. I loved being able to take a helmet. And like, even if it was like a metal helmet, it was like really high defense, and I was like, oh, I really want this for the stats, I could still change the appearance of it to be a hood. And I loved that, because then I could actually have my character look like an assassin while having all the armor of a Spartan. And it was great. Like, I'm glad that they kept that in there.
Yeah.
Or put that in there, I should say. But another thing, I don't remember if they had it this way. I'm pretty sure it was, because I'm pretty sure I always made my stuff all white or gray. But they had it similar, like they had shaders, or you could change the color of it, kind of how you could in Unity, which I loved doing that in Unity. You could have like the different color sets and have it look all crazy.
Yep.
So I really hope that they have like a more in-depth customization in Valhalla, because I mean, first of all, I told you earlier before the podcast, like playing as a Viking, I know I'm gonna love this game. I love, like I said, I love the Norse mythology stuff.
A great
playing as a Viking
for a game.
And on top of that, being able to customize my character to look how I want him to look, or how I want her to look, is going to be fucking awesome. I am so excited. And like, it kind of makes me think of Medal of Honor. Christ. For Honor, when you could pick the Vikings. I picked the Vikings, just so we're clear. I like to customize my characters when I play them. But like this, I hope is going to be a lot more in-depth than that. I love the idea. Taking that character, making him look exactly how I want, and then just going and wrecking shit
I'll be
around
running male
everywhere.
Character, dual axes. I'm gonna make that dude fucking have a god tier beard. And I'm ready.
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I need to see it, because I'm more than likely going to pick a male character, but sometimes I do pick the female characters. Like in Odyssey, I picked Cassandra just because I thought she was going to look better. Like looking at Alexio's face, I just didn't like it. He looked too like, I hate you. But like Cassandra looked more of a, or I'll be friendly. And I like playing my character somewhat friendly. So I went around the world being nice to people instead of being a dick. So I like doing that. But for this one, I kind of envision myself just slaughtering people constantly. So I'm going to have a male character who just looks gruff and mean.
Well, you're
but I don't know.
You're there to raid and fuck shit up.
Fucking exactly. So definitely a male character, but I don't know if I'm going to do. I need to see the weapons, because if I could have one big fucking war axe, I might do that. But the dual wield like fucking tiny axes, I just can't wait.
Takes me right back to Assassin's Creed 3. That's all I use, the fucking axe.
I can't wait.
So
cannot wait.
More details on it. You will start the game off in Norway. That is where you will have your first base, which they are bringing. We don't know that much about it yet, but what I'm guessing is they're bringing in the Red Dead Redemption 2 camp mechanic into Assassin's Creed. So they said you're going to be able to move these around the world, and you're going to be able to upgrade them and watch them transition over time based on your decisions and how much you're contributing to the camp. So you'll start off in Norway, and then the main part of the game takes place in England, when obviously in real life the Vikings were trying to conquer that land. And I forget the cities that they said, but they said there's going to be some surprise locations. And there are screenshots if you want to go see them. They do look dope. What I love is they have the Aurora lights and in the trailer, and those always look dope, and those look fantastic on my PC. I think the atmosphere.
Oh, I'm gonna have my new monitor for that game. Oh my
I
god!
think the atmosphere that this game's gonna give and present is gonna be fantastic. We just have to see if the gameplay is gonna hold it up enough. Because I stopped playing Odyssey because one, I want to play Assassin's Creed the way I want to play it. I want to just be able to go through the story and play that way. That's how I am. With Assassin's Creed, I want to see what's going on. And I don't want to have to. What got me to stop play Odyssey was I was level like 32, and the next story mission was level 40. So now I have to spend 3 hours or whatever the time was to get to level 40 when I just wanted to play the story mission.
Yeah.
So I get some people like that. They should have two options. They should have a story mode and then that. So the story mode is like the classic Assassin's Creed thing. You can play the story and you can do the side missions, and you have the normal mode where it's, you do both. Because I'll play the side missions. I just want to play the story first. I just want to know. So yeah, if you want to see gameplay of it, which we'll move on to our next topic and kind of, I guess, the main topic of the show. Xbox is holding their E3, I guess, press conference May 7th. They said they're going to be showing off Xbox Series X next-gen games. So Assassin's Creed already said they'll be there. I'm guessing Cyberpunk's going to be there since they have like a marketing deal together. Maybe the new Batman game. I don't know if Warner Brothers signed the deal with Microsoft or not, or if they're still at PlayStation. But that could be potentially where they show off the new Batman game that they've been teasing for years. And so we'll go ahead and get to, I guess, the topic, Jared. What games are you expecting to see, and what games are you hoping to see at this, I guess, E3 event for Xbox at least?
So I want to see Minecraft Dungeon stuff. Because I know
I see that.
Well, I'd be better because it comes out end of May 20th or something like that, right?
May 27th or 20. I think it's 26th.
Okay, it's somewhere late in May. So I know it's late May, so hopefully they show more about it because I'm going to talk about this real briefly and then we'll get into it later. We started playing Diablo 3 dungeon crawler, so kind of preparing for this Minecraft Dungeons thing. And now I'm just really excited for it. So I really hope we see stuff about that. Obviously, we talked about it earlier, and we're hoping to see some Halo Infinite stuff, which I really want to see. And also, I'm hoping to see Cyberpunk stuff. I want to see something more from them. I know they're not till November now, or is it October?
September 16th.
Oh, it's September? Fuck, I thought it was later than that. So yeah, I'm hoping to see a little bit. I'm hoping to see a little bit from Cyberpunk. And also, I know you just mentioned it, but I want to see some from Assassin's Creed, Valhalla. After that, I'm drawing a blank, but I don't really think there's anything else I really care about. Gears Tactics just came out, so we're not going to see anything about that. I don't care about that. That's pretty much it for me about what we're going to see. And I'm probably not even going to watch it. I'll probably just watch a highlight the day after, to be honest with you.
I think we talked about it a few weeks ago, but if Warner Brothers is doing something with Xbox, I would love to see the Harry Potter game that they've been working on.
That's right. You did talk about that.
So I was reading an article from Jason Schreier. So they're not going to release the Batman game and the Harry Potter game in the same year because they don't want them competing with each other. So we're going to get one before the other. Now, I'm guessing the Batman game they're going to release first because that's going to be their big first AAA game for the next gen. But I still want to see what this Harry Potter game is going to look like. There was that trailer that was released, well, not released, but leaked a few years ago that looked really promising. It's an open world game. You get to create your character and you're fucking in Hogwarts. I want to play that. But yeah, I'm guessing that'll be like a spring game next year, something that's not competing with other things. I know Cyberpunk's going to be there. Also, Cyberpunk's going to be in the IGN Summer Play Days, whatever their press conference is. So I guess before we move on with the Xbox stuff, there's 3 big press conferences coming this summer. We have the Xbox one that's first. We'll have the IGN one with a bunch of other developers, and then we have the GameSpot one with some developers. So we're getting an E3 just spread apart. So I know Cyberpunk's going to be at this Xbox One because they have that whole marketing deal thing. I wonder if we'll get that second 40-minute gameplay shown last year. So we were supposed to get that, and then they just released that quick 10-minute trailer. I wonder if they release the full gameplay, and then I wonder if that's when we're going to see more details on the DLC that they said we're going to know about. But
Yeah.
I know they'll be at the IGN thing, so maybe they'll wait for the DLC and show gameplay of that. So obviously we'll see that. I'm really excited for Halo. I really want to see the multiplayer gameplay of Halo.
Yeah, I could care less about multiplayer.
They haven't shown much of the campaign. Obviously, we don't know really anything about Halo 5, so I'm guessing they're going to spend a lot of time with Halo 5.
Well, considering Halo 5 has been out for a while, we know a lot about Halo 5.
Halo Infinite, sorry. I completely forget Halo 5 happened. Can we just wipe that from Halo's history?
Absolutely not.
So anyways, Halo Infinite, sorry, or Halo 6, whatever you want to call it.
Halo Infinite's the official title.
Yeah, we'll call it Halo 6.
That's not too great.
I know.
Let's see.
I want to see their multiplayer, and obviously, like I said, we don't know much about the campaign, so I'm guessing they're going to spend a lot of time on Halo Infinite. So I want to see, like, Halo 4 had a good campaign but an awful multiplayer. Halo 5 had a great multiplayer and an awful campaign. Like, I just want them to nail it. Just nail it. So I'll be interested to see how the campaign is being, I guess, worked on, and how we're going to be able to play it. Like, remember, I think it was last year we talked about where people were saying we're going to get like these semi-open world parts, kind of like how Halo Combat Evolved was. You know, where you're in this huge mountain region, you have like multiple missions to do in that, and then you kind of move on to a new region. So I wonder if we're going to go back to that kind of layout, or if it's still going to be like single mission based. So we'll see. Obviously we're going to get some sort of Forza game. I don't know if it's going to be Motorsport 7. I thought they were done with that, but apparently
we have Motorsport 7 already.
Motorsport 8. I thought they were done with Motorsport, but apparently they might not be. I was seeing some leaks earlier in the week about that. Or it could be Forza Horizon 5. And they've been working on that Fable game for a while. It was leaked a while ago. I know Jason Schreier of Kotaku talked about it. I don't know if they're gonna talk about that. I don't know if that'll be a launch title. Phil Spencer a few weeks ago in an interview said he doesn't want the like day one launch to have like 6 titles for you to buy, because then you buy those 6 titles and then for 3 months you have nothing to play. So he said he's gonna release games so that you have something new to play for the next year. So I think we're going to see a lot of content from like December till June, because then June E3 is there. Then they'll release what's happening for later on that year or whatever. And I think we'll see the first, I guess, taste of what that new AAA studio that Microsoft made, what that game's going to be. Maybe Bethesda's there. Maybe they'll show something, you know, maybe like a good game.
We could only hope.
But I don't know if Ubisoft has anything else up their sleeve. I don't know if we'll see Madden. I don't think EA's joined a press conference like the IGN one or anything like that. So I don't know if this is the time we'll see like maybe Madden 21 and FIFA 21. I don't know if Microsoft wants to spend time on that. But also I'll be excited to see, I guess, more of a breakdown of the Xbox Series X and the controller. Maybe they'll show, you know, some games actually like running on it on stage and how fast it loads stuff. I know there was a video released a few weeks ago showing how fast it loads Gears 5 compared to the original Xbox One or whatever. But like, I just want to see the load times in real time.
Oh, you know what? We might see the Call of Duty Black Ops 5 teaser trailer around this time.
That'll be with
supposed to come out later this year. Yeah, well, fuck PlayStation and everything it's
that
about.
Would actually be a good time to do the IGN one, because that's like right in the middle. That's probably the bigger out of that and GameSpot's one.
Oh yeah,
but it's Vietnam. That's what that Call of Duty is.
Really? You already have information on the new one?
I have a ton of information on that.
What?
Yeah,
it's gonna be in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be basically Black Ops 1 again.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go into the rabbit hole that I've been digging myself in. If you want to go to the YouTube channel that leaks all this stuff, his name's The Gaming Revolution. He has leaked, I think, the past 3 Call of Duties. He was the one who leaked Warzone before anyone was talking about it. He leaked the Modern Warfare name. He leaked the campaign details. He leaked Ghost coming to the game. He leaked a bunch of shit. So he's like the #1 source because he has sources inside of development teams. So this year was supposed to be Sledgehammer Games, okay? And we don't know what game they were working on. Apparently they were, well, actually, we know the setting. They were going to make a Cold War game, okay?
Oh, I remember that being talked about a while back.
Yeah. And they were working on it with Raven, who made the Modern Warfare remaster and Call of Duty Warzone. Apparently, they didn't get along, and the game wasn't going well. So Activision told Sledgehammer to stop working on a lot of aspects of the game, and they brought Treyarch in as the main developer. So now Treyarch's the main developer. Sledgehammer Games is no longer making Call of Duties by themselves, supposedly, and now we are getting a Vietnam game that Treyarch was already kind of wanting to make. It is a reboot of the Black Ops franchise in a sense, kind of like a spinoff game.
Christ.
And apparently the names are they're just probably going to call it Call of Duty Vietnam. So that's all we really know. And there's some campaign details that you can go watch videos on that he talks about, zombies and shit like that. They don't know the developer working on it, but apparently in 2021 or 2022, we're going to be getting a free-to-play Call of Duty multiplayer game.
Really?
On console, like as a main Call of Duty game.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know if they're trying to go the Fortnite way and they're just going to put a bunch of not supply drops, but packs in it like Fortnite does and the battle pass and shit.
No.
But and apparently maybe Warzone is just going to keep getting updated. There's not going to be like another rendition of Blackout. It's just going to be Warzone.
That would be nice, because Warzone, I hate to say it, is actually not a bad battle royale.
Fix some shit.
If they fix it and keep it going, they could. I feel like they could keep the Modern Warfare Warzone thing going for a long time.
Now, my thoughts is, if Vietnam is the actual game, and obviously take that with a grain of salt, it still leaks, rumors, whatever, but it's pretty much backed up.
Yeah.
I love the Vietnam era. I love Black Ops 1. However, I think Treyarch thrives and makes the best games in modern futuristic settings.
Treyarch?
Yeah, I mean, look at Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. That's a really strong lineup. Okay.
Did you play Black Ops 3 and 4? Those were dog shit.
Black Ops 3 is a top 6 Call of Duty.
1 and 2 were better than 3 and 4, but I'm sorry.
2 is better than every other Call of Duty ever made.
Well, yeah. And
but
1 is better than
even
4.
Black Ops 2, it was 2027 that game was set in, okay?
Really?
Yeah. Or 2025.
2025.
It was 2025.
Yeah. I'm right.
And I just feel like they work better in those time periods, because even though Black Ops 1 is one of my favorite Call of Duties, it's just, I don't know, man. There's not much innovation that they can make with those guns. Like, okay, let's take Modern Warfare, for example, right now, okay? Look at how many attachments there are in the game.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back to the Vietnam era, like, M16s didn't have different style stocks. They just had that solid stock. They didn't have the grip.
They don't need to have that.
No, but what I'm saying is there's certain things that are going to have to be cut back because of the time period. But what I will say, what I will say, I bet the campaign will be fucking fantastic, and zombies is going to be decent. So I'm still excited for it. But yeah, Call of Duty, I'm guessing will launch in October or November again.
Probably. And look, we don't know any details for it, right?
Well,
and yes, if they've got the Vietnam setting, they're going to have a lot less attachments to work with. But I'm going to be honest with you. If they give me an M16 and they give me the option to change up the burst to single fire to full auto, and then they give me a few different barrels and maybe 3 or 4 different scopes, I'm set. Because if I can get a full auto M16 or a single fire M16, as long as I'm not using just a 3-round burst, I would love it. And if they bring back the FAL and AK, I'm set. I don't need a shit ton of guns. I know they're gonna add a bunch, but it's not I feel like the Call of Duty's, the future ones, they go a little bit too far. I'm gonna think about Black Ops 4 right now. They had the Spitfire. I love the Spitfire, but like, what's the point of it? It's just an SMG that shoots really fast. Like, that's not. There's nothing that kind of relates to it. I would rather see guns that we had historically and don't make up any. Maybe make some like what was the Black Ops 1 one? The G11. Like
Well,
that
that's a
was
real gun.
experimental. Well, I know it was real, but like it was more experimental. Wasn't really popular. That's fine. Like do that. Do stuff like that. Just don't throw in fake shit. Like I like the futuristic games, but I don't want to see guns that don't exist. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get you, but I feel like where guns don't exist, that's where Treyarch thrives because they make really iconic guns.
Well, that's I can agree with that as well. But oh god, the N94 was
MSMC.
good. But stop. But I like realistic guns. It's that
I mean,
plain
yeah.
simple. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but my preference is the realism.
What I think Treyarch does tastefully though is they'll take realistic guns and just futurize them. Like Black Ops 4, you had the Arc 7. It's just a futuristic AK. You had the ICR. It's just an M4. You had the VMP. Well, that's really nothing. I don't know. It's like an MSMC, I guess, technically. It's just a different style.
I can't remember half the guns you're talking about.
You know, like they're, I don't know. I just prefer Treyarch games, and I wish they would just kind of go back to the Black Ops 2 era. I don't know. It's just me. But I think the game will be good. I mean, Treyarch, I don't think has ever made a bad multiplayer game. I guess a little tip of the week, because I remembered it this week, Jared. Remember when I did that a few weeks ago and I forgot to do it last week? Or like, it wasn't tip of the week. It was going to be like a cool... Like,
fun fact of the week.
Fun fact of the week. There we go. Treyarch made Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. Those video games.
That's why they were so bad.
Spider-Man 2 is one of... What? What do you mean? Spider-Man 2 is fucking fantastic. Anyways.
I played Spider-Man 2 on my PSP and it was dog shit.
Why would you play it on the PSP, dude? That console was dog shit.
You're dog shit.
And I had one.
I had one too. I actually have two of them sitting right next to me, bitch.
But anyways, back to our topics of the... I guess big events coming up. I really want to see more Cyberpunk. Even though we saw that 40-minute gameplay, like that was almost 2 years ago. Like that game's changed a lot, and I want to see more of them walking through the city and what the outer city is going to look like, the outskirts. I want to see more of that. And,
when did we see gameplay?
E3 2 years ago.
I thought we only had the Keanu trailer.
No, remember there was that 40-minute one.
Oh, that's right. You told me about it. You said you should go watch, and I said go fuck yourself, and then that was the end of it.
Yeah, you should watch it. See, that one was cool because at the end you got to see like the cybernetic stuff. You know, because your character you can build, and he can have those really cybernetic arms where like those blades come out, or you can not have those, and you can go for different things. Like I want to see more of that and more of the customization and just more of this world, because I'm sold on this game. I'm ready for this game, but I don't know anything about this game yet. I know the gangs, I know how the city looks, but I don't know how it, like, I don't know what you're doing when you're just walking around the world. I don't know how missions are going to be set up. There's just not enough gameplay yet for it, and I just want more. I also just want to be playing the fucking game, but that's not happening yet. Obviously, we talked about Halo. Forza will be cool. If it's Horizon, I'll buy it. Other than
honestly, just give me Witcher 4.
I mean, I'm always down for Witcher.
Fuck this fucking cyberpunk bullshit.
No. Also, what I'm excited for, I don't know if they'll show it. So there was a Blade Runner game years ago where it was like a point and click adventure. They're remastering that, and I actually want to play that, but they are not talking about it right now. But yeah, it's a weird time, man. Movies are like, movie announcements are nothing. Like,
people are dying from a virus. I know it sucks.
People are dying from a virus, and people want to open up the economy.
Yeah, bunch of retards.
But games are thriving, man. Obviously, Jared was
so much so that you can't even buy fucking Xbox controllers or any equipment like that. I went to buy a Elite controller last night, obviously out of stock. I knew that because our friend David was trying to buy one. So I was looking for a mod kit, this cheap, nice mod kit, tons of recommendations.
Yeah,
thought it wasn't very well known. Completely out of stock.
Really?
So yeah, it was fucked, man. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." Yeah, out of stock like a motherfucker. Nowhere to be found.
I know, man. when PlayStation released that back button that you could attach to the controller, that sold out
Yep.
immediately, and I think it's still sold out. But
Yep.
working at a game shop, dude, the number one calls I'm getting are Switches. Like here on OfferUp, Switches are like $500.
People want Switches because they just want to sit at home and play fucking Animal Crossing
yeah.
all day and do nothing. I almost broke down and bought it, but I know better because I'll not have a life.
But also PS4 and PS4 controllers are sold out, and I know Xbox controllers are sold out as well. Obviously, the Elite 2 controller is one of the best controllers you can buy right now, and it's sold out fucking everywhere. I have an Elite controller, so it's not a big deal. But David, like Jared was talking about, wanted one. Now Jared wants one, and they can't get it, which kind of sucks.
Yep.
If you are looking for a Switch, though, Nintendo is making, I think, 1 million more consoles, and it should be here in a few weeks. So
nice.
Just you can hold out just a little bit longer. But yeah, Jared talked about earlier, we were playing Diablo. I guess that's our main game we've been playing this week.
Not really, but yeah.
What other game? I mean, besides Call of Duty.
Oh, well, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, and I got back into Destiny.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I'm
You know what's funny? Speaking of Destiny, I thought about that game earlier. And like, I'm so bored right now. You know, I'm just kind of playing whatever is coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there and watched a 30-minute video on how this new season works for Destiny and why people should return to it. And I almost just went ahead and went on my Steam app and just bought the fucking $10 season thing. But
really,
yeah. But Minecraft Dungeons is coming out in a few weeks. We got Diablo. Like, I got Call of Duty the grind now that the Obsidian camo's out. I just don't have time for it. But I'm telling you this: if Destiny releases another big DLC again, I'm back in.
Yeah, definitely. So other than that, the things we've really been doing like this past week, we've done Minecraft. I personally have gotten back into Minecraft a lot harder. I've been streaming it, not as often as I'd like, but I've been streaming it. We killed the fucking Wither. We killed the dragon again, and I've been grinding, working on getting a villager farm set up, and also some other stuff.
We went
like
city hunting.
Oh yeah, we went end city hunting. We went trying to find the fucking end ships to get on Elytra. Can't find that anywhere. We got shulker boxes though. We were all excited about that. And then we haven't touched. Well, they haven't touched it since then. I've been doing some stuff.
I get on and do my farm.
Yeah, well. Anyway, so the next thing we have been playing has been Diablo 3. I was super skeptical because I kind of thought Diablo was a mix of like World of Warcraft and League of Legends, and I didn't want to play either of those games. I never have, I never will. So I was like, I don't want to play this. But Damien's like, it's a free trial, just try it. So I was like, fine, only because it's free. And we played the first little tutorial thing, and I immediately was like, I'm gonna buy this right now. And he's like, no, I think it's gonna be free. Wait. So we waited a day, and then we both bought it the next day, and we've been playing it. And our buddy Dan has been leveling us up. Damien's already set level 70. I'm on level 52 because I played a little bit longer last
character.
Because I restarted a character because I was playing a monk because I thought, oh, monks can get OP at high levels in D&D, so let me try it here. And then our buddy Dan's like, you're a fucking idiot. And I went, I'm going to kill myself. And then I made a wizard. So here we are with that.
Yep, I'm playing as a barbarian. I've played so now I've played every single Diablo game. I played Diablo 1 back in the day, and then Diablo 2 I played a ton of. The one thing I will say about Diablo 3, I mentioned it to you and Dan. Diablo 2 is a much more like gritty game. And
yeah, you had said that.
And like, I don't know how to say it, but like the atmosphere is a lot more darker, and this is a lot more cartoony like World of Warcraft. I think it works in its favor, don't get me wrong. The game's fun as hell.
It's great.
Even though it came out in 2013, if you want to buy a game for $15, I say it's worth it. I mean, you have hours of content.
Oh yeah, like literally, like maybe even like months of content. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with all the leveling you can do. And I, like Damien said, it's 15. If you pay a little bit more, I think it was 25 or 30, you get like all. Was it 21 for all the DLC?
There's 21 for like the Reaper of Souls DLC with the game.
Oh, that's right.
And then the 30 is the Reaper of Souls and then the Necromancer stuff.
Yeah, so you can get two or three more playable characters, and a bunch of abilities, a bunch of stuff with that, and also more missions. a whole bunch of other stuff, and so like you can pay a little bit more to have different character options.
Yeah.
Like Damien said, the Necromancer, our buddy Dan is playing. He says it's like really, really good. The other one's the Crusader, which is kind of like a paladin from D&D if you've ever played that. So if you like that kind of stuff, I mean, maybe paying a little bit more if you like it would be worth it.
Do the trial.
Do the trial,
PC.
yeah.
I think it's on
I don't
Game
know how
Pass.
much longer it's free. It is not.
It's not.
I looked for
there
it.
might
No, I
be a
looked for
trial on Xbox. I don't know if there is. If there is, I mean, you get. I think it's an hour that you get to play. Play that first hour, and you'll be hooked. It is fun to fucking play.
And if you're on PlayStation, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other thing, like Damien said, Call of Duty just came out with some new skins and stuff. Actually, a lot of new stuff. He told me all about it, but I'm going to talk about it and pretend that I know about it. So some of the stuff that came out with was some gunfight blueprints, meaning you can make your own blueprints for gunfight. Go ahead and jump in. It's now 3v3 instead of 2v2 gunfights. They also did some patches to Warzone. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think they increased the armor you can carry by
you can get a satchel and you can carry 8 armor plates now.
Picking up an item. They also added, like Damien said, the obsidian camo, which you have to do stupid shit to get. So I'm never gonna get there. They added a new LMG, which I use. Excuse me, drinking too much of that fucking Smirnoff. They added a new LMG, which I used the first day of the update, and it was fucking amazing. I love it. Normally I don't like LMGs, but this set I had a bunch of COD points left over. I had to pay like $2 to get a little bit extra, but I got the LMG from pack because otherwise you have to do a challenge, which is ridiculous. I'm not even talking about it because I was literally raging last night trying to do it. But the build they gave you with that LMG was really lightweight, so it is like you can move around like you're running around with an AR, but still hit targets with a huge, like I think it's a 70 round or 60 round magazine.
It's 60 rounds. Yeah.
It's a fucking amazing LMG. I mean, my first game on, like normally my first game on, I'm bad. I need a warm up game or two. First game on, first time using LMG ever on a map that I hate, which is Shoot House, which they brought back Shoot the Ship, but it's only the Shoot House because Shipment apparently is too rare a map or whatever stupid shit. Yeah, I got like in the first minute, it was kill confirmed. I had 13 kills like in the first, like just running in. I got all my kill streaks. It was immediate, and then I got destroyed by kids using shotguns and snake shot because that's what the meta is now. It's stupid. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think there was anything else they added. They added some kind of update to the fact that some people are having neon colors popping up in their textures. I know that because I read it somewhere. Some YouTuber said it, or I didn't read it. I saw it in a YouTube video. He was talking about it. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything else they added, Damien. If there's anything I missed, please go ahead and fill me in there.
They removed some bounties, but they're putting them back.
Oh, that's right. Oh, they are putting them back?
Yeah, they're putting them back. So many people were complaining.
Good.
I guess to finish up real quick, because I have to take a shit. So we're going to brush over this real quickly because the nachos are hitting me, like I said earlier in the podcast. Me and Jared also got new mouses, the Glorious Model O.
Oh, that's right.
And obviously, we both got the same color. It's the matte white. It has RGB in it. I bought a bunch of gun shit. I might talk about next week on the podcast, like when I have it all. We'll maybe go over that real quick.
Yep.
Other than that, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a monitor coming. I got a new monitor. Nice curved, higher refresh rate, higher all that kind of shit monitor coming in. Hopefully, it's supposed to come in May 13th, May 12th. Don't remember.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, something like that. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be like a day or two after my birthday. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna need a new monitor. Gonna have two bigger monitors. I'm gonna have my old one's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna toss that to the side. Anyone ever wants to use it or buy it off me, there it is. And then I'm trying. I know we talked about it a little earlier. I'm trying to get an Elite controller because I want one, and I might buy a new set of Astros. I really don't need them, but I can make my own. Like I customize them. I really, really want some. Don't know. I might do it. I might not. Other than that, like I mean, that was pretty much it. I know the only other thing I was going to add is I've been playing Destiny. Damien's obviously trying not to play Destiny, and I finally convinced him to play some Age of Empires with me, and that was fun. He actually said he enjoyed it for once. Yeah, but other than that, we haven't done much. We've been sitting here waiting for.
Still waiting.
Oh yeah, that big old fucking.
Yep, should be shipped next few weeks.
Yep. But yeah, we've been. I mean, that's the problem is we've been sitting here so bored that we're playing games, talking, or thinking about buying shit we don't need. So
yeah.
if anyone wants to send us fucking questions, Q&A stuff, like, hey, what other stuff are you planning on buying? Let us know, because we'll probably talk about it and we shouldn't, but we'll talk about it and probably buy it even though we shouldn't. So
yeah, maybe next week we'll do like an off-topic kind of thing. Maybe we'll talk about like obviously I just said I bought a bunch of gun stuff, so we could talk about that, and then we could talk about, you know, what other stuff besides movies, games, and music. Obviously, Drake's dropping 2 projects this year. One's literally just dropped, and I'm waiting to hear that. And another one, his actual album, his 6th album, comes out in the summer. Anyways, but maybe next week we'll talk about some different stuff.
Oh shit! Did we go over fucking Chris Hemsworth's new movie?
Oh, yeah, it was
Extraction.
You should watch it.
Okay, that's it.
Jared, I'm crowning.
Christ. All right. Well, guess we're ending the podcast because someone doesn't know how to time management.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe next week we'll do something different. If you want us to discuss something, maybe if you have questions for us, just let us know. You can always comment down below. I'll leave Jared's Twitch account link because he does stream. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening to the Conversation in Cold Ones podcast.
Bye.